Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Dungeon Quest Noob to Godly. In the last video we did Steampunk Sewers Nightmare, but I wanted to revisit that same dungeon one more time just to try a different strategy. In this video I want to test if it's actually better to use 2 speed spells the entire time, even when you're fighting the bosses. In the last episode, whenever I would fight the bosses, I would switch to an attack like Pulse Beam or Chained Energy Blast, so that way I could hit the bosses from far away. But I've heard from some people since I posted the video yesterday that you can actually use the speed spells the whole time and that it's actually easier to do it that way. So in this video I want to test that out. I'm using the exact same gear that I was using, and it's upgraded exactly the same as the last run that I did in the last video. Oh, and just in case you missed the last episode, here's the gear I'm using. I've got a blue warrior helmet at 56k. I've got a green industrial warrior armor. This is from Nightmare, but it's only upgraded to be as strong as this blue insane helmet. So these basically have the same strength, physical power. I'm also using a green bioforged greatsword at 421k, and this is fully upgraded and it's from Insane. The last run I completed, I was level 126, I think. So I also went ahead and reset the skill points, so now I'm only using 125 skill points. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. And I think last time we had around like a minute and 20 something seconds left when we beat the dungeon using the old strategy. So let's compare that here. And I will run this a couple of times. I know that I'm not used to this strategy, so I'll probably have to get used to it. So if I do really bad, I'll do it a couple of times. But yeah, like last time, this part here, I'm just going to pretty much circle the enemies or kind of just run around them. Yeah, I probably should have tried this yesterday. For some reason, I just thought it would not be better, but from what I'm hearing, it's not too bad. Okay, this is the part where I would normally switch to a ranged spell. So I'm going to have to see how this is. I'm not used to it at all, fighting the boss like this. It will make dodging the lines, I would think, easier. Okay, this is the part, this is when circles start chasing you, so I'm not sure how this is going to be. Basically, I'm just kind of going around in a circle a little bit and kind of... Yeah, that worked okay. I probably should back up. I think you still hit the boss when you're around here, when you're using the speed spell, so I don't think this is an issue. But yeah, yesterday I said it would be hard to outrun these circles if you didn't have a speed spell, but honestly, yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, that didn't seem too bad. So I'd say for the first boss, you can definitely use this strategy. I didn't even get hit. So basically, if you were using the mage speed spell, I think it would be very similar. So the strategy I'm using now would be about the same. I'm going to have to go back and look at the video to see if I beat it quicker, but I probably did because I wasn't leaving the room. In the last video, I left the room to dodge a lot of the stuff. So yeah, I would definitely say go back and watch the first episode so that you know exactly what's going on. And I did get hit one time back there. I don't think the final boss will be too bad. The second boss here is what I'm really unsure of. And like I said, I haven't practiced for this episode, so this is the first time I've tried this strategy on the boss. pretty much I like to zoom out pretty far. Now this part here, you do have to go back for there. But yeah, you can easily hit the boss right now. And then he's about to throw that circle on you. Now this part here, I don't think it's hitting, the circle's not hit anything there. When I use the ranged attack, I could hit them even from there. But yeah, it does make it much easier to dodge everything. I just need to make sure I wait. But yeah, this is, so far it's not too bad. Yeah, honestly, it does seem a little bit easier to dodge everything. Without the speed spell, it was decently hard sometimes. I probably should have went forward instead of going back. But yeah, I definitely should have tried this. Okay, I'm pretty sure we actually do. We either have the same time or better time this time, I think. I'm going to go back and watch the video after this before I make a conclusion. But yeah, so far it did seem much easier to dodge to me when I use the speed spell constantly. And it's less hassle because I don't have to change spells. Okay, we got 3 minutes left at the boss. And I think for starting out, you should actually go back here because you can dodge those lines easily if you're back here. Okay, now there's a circle, so you got to dodge that. Okay, this part here, you cannot hit him. The circle doesn't go far enough, so you're not able to do any damage at that point. And basically, you just have to stay closer to the boss. But yeah, this is not too bad. I can dodge that circle much more easily. Try to hit the boss one last time before you go in here. I barely made it though that time. I was trying to hit him one last time. Yeah, that time I wasn't careful. I think if I would have stayed closer to the middle, I wouldn't gotten killed just then. So that was probably my fault. Okay, yeah, kind of stay near the middle. But it's definitely easier to dodge that. Okay, we beat it. We actually beat it, I'd say, almost exactly the same amount of time left. I only died one time, I think. Alright, I don't think I need to do this again. I feel like that was a fairly fair comparison. Alright, I just went back and rewatched the video from yesterday, the unedited whole video of the last run. And it's crazy. I finished in exactly the same time. 1 minute and 19 seconds left. That's exactly what we just did. I also died one time, just like the last run. I died one time. So I would say they're basically very equivalent. I think you're doing more damage when you're using the range spell. So even though we're out of the room sometimes at the first boss, I don't think that was a big deal. But with the speed spells, I felt like I could dodge more easily, like dodge the boss's attacks. So I guess try both ways and see which you're most comfortable with. I personally, now that I've tried both, I probably would do the speed spells. Just keep using the speed spells the whole time. That was my first time ever trying it, and I tied using the range spells. And I had done the range spells a bunch, so I'm sure if I kept using these, I'd get even better at using them. But anyways, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in this episode. I'll see you guys in the next video.